Rotates, helps his teammate. Okay, Mr. Cool Guy. What the hell was that? All right, so first he decides to be cool, and then he decides to be a coolo.
My name is Jeff.
Welcome to Halo Infinite Tips and Tricks, hosted by Assassin RFP.
Today we're going to be breaking down a game of Oddball. He starts off the round by spawning top A, going to top Whirlpool, and looking down long hallway big door, knowing that enemies commonly push the Oddball. Looks like he's waiting, reacting for team callouts, and then he decides to push top gold. Picks up the noob combo, burns both of his grenades, picks up the two that are there, so making excellent use of the weapons on the map. Starts charging up the noob combo. Woo! Gets a shot with the noob combo, but gets surprised by an enemy immediately. He gets beat down, but at the very least, he takes down the enemy's shields. Even if you personally don't win the trade, as long as there's an ally around to clean up for you, just put as much damage on enemies before you die, if you can't save your own life first. Alright, Assassin spawns long hallway, spots an enemy at B, throws a nade, and cleans up. He doesn't push out into the open, he looks for top control. He did spot an enemy at batteries, and it looks like it's a sword. So he decides to bounce a grenade into the gold hallway in case the sword carrier was one shot and decided to play cautious. That would have definitely killed him, but at the same time also decided to step back from the gold door in case the sword guy tried to rush him, which in this case he did. So Assassin was just anticipating both possible situations and made plans to take advantage of it either way. Alright, he picks up the sword himself. He hits the batteries, he hits the air, because you never know where invisible enemies might be. And sometimes they hide in the air, but alright, he cleans up there. So he's pushing up gold stairs. He spots the ball. whiffs the sword, and gets ninja'd by the objective. Oh man. Yep. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Alright, Assassin spawns bottom C, takes Repulsor, and pushes bottom middle into the pit. Making use of the Repulsor in a way that gives the enemies free shots on him. And creating space with the grenades, which was really good there. It allowed him to survive that fight when he definitely should have died. And actually ends up getting a kill. Okay. And now he's established top control on gold. He reacts to a call out that there's somebody in Whirlpool, so he decides to push. And it turns out to be the oddball carrier, and he cleans that up. Now his team has top gold and spots an enemy going top A. Great support fire there, and Assassin is just holding a crossfire position. Now, holding a crossfire position is great, and that is something one person on every team should do. Be in an unsuspecting place where the enemies are not looking. And where are the enemies not looking? Anywhere but objective. One warning when doing this, you don't want all three of your teammates not in objective being in crossfire positions, because then nobody's defending the objective. So it's very important to be aware of what your allies are doing, making sure you don't leave objective to get a crossfire position when there's no one defending it. And again, making excellent use of the crossfire position, not tunnel visioning on anyone. He puts shots on the first guy, gets out of sight, starts putting shots on the next guy he sees. He gets out of sight, looks at the third guy, and starts putting shots on him. And that's how the crossfire position is actually played. It's not about finishing kills or getting kills, it's about putting shots on everyone, so when they actually push into objective, his teammates could get an easy 1 or 2 shot and clean everybody up. Assists are the name of the game. Alright, he spots another one at bottom pit. And again, not chasing kills, just putting damage, putting shots, and allowing his teammates to get the kills. Now he gets a call that somebody's pushing bottom gold and starts putting shots on him. Gets the kill there. And Assassin picks up the skull. And here what Assassin does really well is that he reacts to his ally and where his ally is fighting. Therefore, he's able to anticipate that the enemies are pushing from one side and decides to stay on the other side. And there what happened in game, Assassin was about to rotate into Whirlpool, then into A, because he did see his allies losing the fight on top gold. But then all of a sudden he saw one of his teammates run in damaged. Since there was enemies pushing from Whirlpool into gold and enemies pushing from top gold, Assassin took a cheeky route going out a gold window and was just going to try to run and get a few more seconds to get the win. All right, Assassin saw two people pushing into C and then into long hallway, but didn't chase too deep. He saw when the enemy turned the corner and decided not to put himself in danger, kept top control where he was, and anticipated that the enemies were gonna push around. And because of that, he caught the guy that was invisible mid-route and was able to put some shots. Now the allies know where he's at. There's not a random invisible guy somewhere people don't know. However, Assassin does know that there was two people and he knows that he had one shot. So he decides to go look for him and gets the kill. All right, and at this point, Assassin knows that there's still the camouflage enemy in the attic. His allies haven't killed anybody, and he's looking for him here. Unfortunately, his ally ended up dying. So it looks like the sword guy came in, took out the skull carrier, and ignored Assassin. So Assassin was able to clean up there, and Assassin knew he was getting shot from the back. He didn't know if that was across the map or right behind him. So what he decided to do was immediately throw a grenade on the wall next to him so it could bounce immediately behind him. Now there's nobody there. It's better to play it safe than sorry. But if he was playing greedy and didn't want to waste a grenade before confirming if an enemy was there or not, and the enemy was actually there, he would have just died. So it's all about anticipation. All right, so Assassin spawned long hallway and he's going to be going through the bottom stairs. He saw an enemy at the very last second, threw a nade, threw another nade, bottom gold. Kills someone behind him, and the skull is taken by the last surviving enemy. Now, instead of chasing like straight up, just right behind him, he anticipated where the enemy would go. Right? Assassin grabs the ball, takes it back to gold. And at this point, he's just looking around. He's seeing where his allies are and, you know, positioning accordingly. All right. He notices that an enemy jumped into gold. Doesn't miss a beat. Immediately throws a grenade to create space. Oof. Whips that melee. But the reason he started looking out at attic is because he already had an ally looking bottom gold. No need to waste two sets of eyes onto one enemy. Yeah, and although the other guy escaped Assassin, you know, he didn't get tunnel vision. He immediately kept moving. He knew he was still hurt and just reacted to an ally's call out and ended up getting another kill. And because of that, Assassin stayed alive. Was able to push shots on this guy. Assassin was a little too aggressive there. I wanted him to, you know, just wait half a second there. Just let your shield recharge. All right, excellent use of grenade bouncing there, knowing that enemies are in whirlpool. Knows enemies are at B, so he threw a grenade in case they were right under him. And, yep, grab the ball. And again, he's just looking around his map. He's looking at where his allies are. And by process of elimination, you know, anticipating where the enemies are going to come. You're not always going to guess with 100% accuracy, but you can get to like a 95% like correct guess rate simply by looking at where your allies are. All right. And he's getting pushed from top gold. Oof. He gets a kill there, but eesh, what the what was that? Oof. I don't like the call that he held the ball for as long as he did. He ended up getting a kill somehow. And then the enemy, instead of like finishing off Assassin, decided to just grab the ball and like jump in front of him. And then Assassin grappled. That was some clown shit if I've ever seen it. Okay. It's like that enemy didn't see Assassin there. And again, made the same decision as earlier. Knew a grenade was going to explode right behind him, so he pushed forward. Reloads around the corner. Spots an enemy. All right. Gets a nice kill there. And over here, if you can't tell, the score is 98 to 96. So that's why Assassin got aggressive here. Otherwise, this would have been a bad call. But in this case, he needed to be aggressive. All right, gets a double there. Woof. And at 99 seconds, they are able to kill the enemy team, capture the ball, and get the win. And that's the end of the round and the end of the game. So there was definitely a lot of clown moments in there, but overall it was a really good match. They made a lot of good decisions, a lot of good team firing, and a lot of just anticipating where enemies are. Now, what I want you guys to take away from this video is how Assassin just anticipated where enemies were going to come from. They were all guesstimates. There were plenty of times grenades went nowhere, but it was just by process of elimination or probability. If you learned anything in the video, give it a like, subscribe. Like I said in the beginning, there's going to be a lot more content and a lot more information to help you rank up and win more games.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.